Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old barn.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, aka Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
And I picked the wrong video. Okay, so we don't have an opening video today. So welcome to episode 16 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Today is Thursday, April 27th, 2023. And tonight is draft night for the NFL as well as us. And tonight we're going to be drafting epic duos. Two things that are synonymous with each other, whether it be people, places, items, whatever the hell we want. So yeah, we're running with that tonight. With me tonight are our guests here. First of all, we have Tina, who is from All Sports Scene as well as Southside Sox. How you doing?
What up? Thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
Right on. This is gonna be a good one. My favorite driver to White Sox games is my next guest. One of my favorite human beings, my buddy Marj. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to finally have you on.
Yeah, I'm still holding a grudge for the Sopranos episode.
It only took you 16 fucking episodes, Brian.
I don't care.
All right. Our third contestant tonight is our buddy Alexis, who we all have met through White Sox Twitter and at the White Sox games. Season ticket holder,
reluctantly
part of the Atwater clan.
Oh, there's no clan, or if there is, I'm number one.
Right on.
You're the leader of the clan.
I'm the leader of the clan.
How you doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. Now, Alexis was the one that came up with this topic. She had sent me an idea for it was 3 items that went together, right? It was like trios. Okay. And I kind of simplified it into duos. I thought it would be easier for us to draft and also just kind of open it up because we don't pick like 3 things. We're going to pick, obviously looking at the board, we have 16 selections tonight. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tina, you have the first pick. You are on the clock.
All right. Well, I'm going with something that is very, very close to my heart. Very near and dear. SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I am pretty much been a SpongeBob freak my whole life. I know way too many quotes, like way too many quotes. You can ask Willie. I say them all the time. And yeah, I actually also was gifted a Wombology degree as for a birthday gift like a few years ago. So I quite literally have my degree in Wombology. So I had to start off strong.
Now, is that one of your favorite shows to watch when you're enjoying some herbal refreshments?
You know what? Sometimes I do turn it on if there's like nothing else on and I'm like, yeah, let's waste 15 minutes away and laugh at something. But Brian and Brandy also my favorite duo. I was going to draft that Roxy, but you ruined it. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so sometimes I'll watch it when I'm stoned. But it's honestly just like hilarious. And my little cousins are way younger than me. So when they wanted to watch SpongeBob, I was like, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm a little older than you guys. So I was more of the Ren and Stimpy variety than the SpongeBob
also
variety, but I do appreciate the show. I appreciate the humor. I appreciate the kind of gross out graphic of that type of art, that type of animation was always kind of fun to me. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a work of art. So you're spot on there.
I feel like it's such a memeable show too. Like, I just love using that fucking video of them making fun of Texas because Texas is the worst state. Like, what a great show. Like, just you don't have to even watch the show to like be able to understand the memes or anything. It's just
like I'm with stupid and he's literally wearing
absolutely forever.
For Christmas this last year, I got Dalton, my brother, a pair of SpongeBob socks that just have it's all SpongeBob memes. Like they're like crew socks, so they go up. He wore them to a game like a couple weeks ago, but they are iconic. I love those ones, like the Squidward, where his like pretty Squidward or whatever it's called, fancy Squidward. I don't know, but it was
Squidward. Yes,
it is iconic.
Squidward, fancy pants or whatever.
Yes.
Hey, Steve-O's here. What's up, Steve-O?
Yeah.
Steve-O!
Evo is also correct.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I've probably only done that once or twice in my life, but anything animated when you're high is good, though. To me, at least.
Accurate.
But all right, let's go with number 2 here, Marge. What do we got?
All right, I'm gonna give my sister some props for this one. So this is, most people know my favorite show is The Office. I always have it on in the background. It is my cleaning show. Like, I fall asleep to it, whatever. I can quote the entire show. But I'm not, like, Jim and Pam suck. They are not a good duo. I would never.
I totally agree with you.
Just, had my sister brainstorming with me, and I got my first round choice, Kevin Malone and the Chili.
Absolutely.
Yes. Iconic.
You're going to win the draft just from that.
Yeah, there's no way you lose now.
Because I came up with all of my ideas while I was stoned. So they're really funny. Nothing is serious. It's going to be great. But that's just an iconic scene. Like, when I get people to start watching, I make them watch that cold open. That's one of my go-tos. So it's just, I wanted to come up with something out of the norm for The Office. And thank you to my sister for smoking the bowl and looking at me and going, Kevin and his chili.
It's like Kevin trying to put the chili back in the bowl is like reminiscent of like Jackie O trying to put JFK's head back together.
I want the after scene. I want to know what happened when Pam arrived and she's like, oh my God, all the papers on my desk are covered in chili. What do I do? Like, I want to know what happened. There's never anything.
So I am not a Jim and Pam hater.
I'm not a hater, but
I'm the worst.
I'm not looking for a Jim to my Pam. You feel
no, and people, I like the times I've been on dating apps. If it says that, I'm like, that's an
automatic swipe left. Don't talk to me.
So done with you.
Done.
Like, no.
You're gonna buy a house without telling me? I don't think so.
No. Oh, I hate it. That part was a little iffy. And when he got all like weird and cold towards her when he was working at that sports job. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that either. But you know what? Not a hater of them. So I won't knock that.
Did you guys see the clip recently of Dwight Schrute on a plane?
Yes.
He's sitting by somebody watching The Office.
He waited 5 hours to tell the guy that he was sitting next to him. That's my favorite part. So the guy sat there and watched 5 hours of The Office.
It's very relatable.
Sitting next to Rainn Wilson and didn't know he was there.
I mean, that's amazing. It was also, to be fair, I will give that guy credit because it was like still, I don't know if it was recent, if it happened recently, but most people were still masked. So
he was masked in the video.
Hard to recognize him, especially if you're watching The Office, because he doesn't look like he used to. Obviously, people age. So
yeah, and I mean, like when I'm on airplane, I typically just fuck off. And like,
I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. Yeah.
Like I probably would have been oblivious and not noticed either, but I love that so much.
That works.
And to meet him after would have been so cool. Been like, what? Yeah, and then I also
he took the opportunity to get that video, but then still was like, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that could have rivaled maybe drafting like Ryan and starting the fire number 1.
Oh shit.
Ryan and his grilled cheese or whatever.
Yeah, and you know what? That my administration will ever see this podcast, but my assistant principal's name is Ryan, and we had like a surprise fire drill last week or 2 weeks ago. And all I could keep singing in my head as he was walking around, checking to make sure, like, all the students were there and stuff, was Ryan started the fire. And there was no fire, but still.
Oh, man.
I hope Ryan does start the fire if there ever is a fire.
I agree. He'd be my first pick.
I agree. He needs to be the one.
It's only fair. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's go with pick number 3. We have Alexis. We'll put you on the spot here.
Yeah. So I kind of went back and forth with this because I have no qualms making all of these picks ones that I like and nobody else will. However, I did decide to go with something kind of traditional, but also maybe a little bit of an out of the box pick. So I'm going biscuits and gravy.
Great. That's a pretty incredible.
I die and live and die for breakfast food in general, but biscuits and gravy is goat tier food. Okay. And personally, and I hope she's watching this, but my mother makes the best biscuits and gravy, like better than most restaurants that I've had in the Midwest. So shout out Yvonne. But biscuits and gravy, first pick.
Alexis, I have a small story for you really quick.
Yes.
Biscuits and gravy was obviously on my list as well. So props, nice pick. My sister and I like to go to breakfast restaurants and to experiment with them for the first time. We always sit down and we place an order of just biscuits and gravy, and they'll always like look at the other person and be like, okay, what do you want? And we're like, no, that's our appetizer that we're gonna share and decide if we want to eat here.
Honestly, that is incredible.
Every time we go out,
the restaurant tryout. I like it.
If you have good biscuits and gravy, you can't fuck anything up.
Marj, so Marj is coming with me to Cincinnati in our group next week.
Nice.
And guess where we're stopping on the way?
Oh, we're stopping at Waffle House.
We're stopping at Waffle House.
Yeah.
So we gotta get some gravy, man.
We gotta go at like 2 a.m. Is that okay?
No.
Yeah, you can't go to normal hour.
We're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna make sure Roxy has brass knuckles with her when we go. So.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
The only acceptable time really to go to Waffle House is between the hours of like 6 a.m. or like 6 a.m. midnight. Like you can't do like during normal day hours. In college, we used to go to this one like super off campus, and people would go all the time. It would be packed pretty much only at like 3-4 in the morning. And then I found out that like that same place had like recurring health code violations. They had like so many that it was, like
it only makes sense.
I know, right? And I'm like, well, this is the middle of Missouri. They're just doing their best.
Oh, it is.
That is true. Whatever unrelated kind of related to Cincinnati, I have been. The ballpark is fine. I would say not awful. Do not let anyone tell you that you need to have anything with Skyline chili.
I was about to ask.
That is a lie. It is not chili. It is under-seasoned, weirdly soupy meat. No. Please don't eat it.
What is that?
And I'm sorry to any Cincinnatian that may or may not be watching this. Rest in peace.
Skyline chili is basically just coney sauce, isn't it?
Like
yes. It's that coney sauce that they put on hot dogs. Like that's all it is.
Gross.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a fucking snack sack forever because fuck all these teams. I'm never giving them any money.
Our hotel room is going to have the best snack sack on the planet.
Yes, it is.
I love that for you.
We're going to Costco before the trip.
Snack sack there.
Yes.
I'm debating right now.
What do you debate? Oh, you're debating your pick?
Yes.
Oh gosh,
that'd be epic.
You know,
I have a lot of options.
While you're debating, since Steve-O's on, I'd like to give Steve-O a shout out because one of the last trips we took, we went to Milwaukee when the Sox were up there. Tina, you remember?
I almost died that weekend.
And yeah, that was a very hot weekend. First of all, like weather-wise,
like 200 degrees outside,
boiling.
I made the cutest little koozies for everyone that said Southside takes over in Milwaukee with everyone's names on the back, and Steve-O left his at Miller Park.
Wow!
Ooh.
Bitch.
Wow!
Yes.
I can't believe he'd do that.
I know. How mean of him that I had those specially made, and he doesn't have his.
It's rude.
Kayla still has hers. We love Kayla.
Well, I'm gonna go. I have multiple duos on my list that are of the Sesame Street variety.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with the blatantly obvious one, and I'm gonna go Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Perfect, like yin and yang, like. Bert's like a bumbling moron, and Ernie's like a bumbling moron, and Bert's just like a snooty prick, and they just work together well. They live together. They're buddies, and they're the backbone of Sesame Street. So I'm gonna go with Bert and Ernie.
I like that pick.
Sesame Street. That takes me way back to times that I probably almost can't remember.
Yeah, that was long ago.
Yeah, that's what I worry about with my list. I'm like, I'm fucking old, and some people won't even get these damn references, you know?
I mean, it's funny that like
Pause for a second. The White Sox are losing 13-2.
Yes. It was 7-2 before we started, so yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yandy
Dylan
Diaz
Cease
just
pitching
rocked the
tonight?
baby.
Yeah, as we were bullshitting, I looked it up and Cease had given up like 7 earned runs. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to
We
be
love
running
the
for
White Sox.
or in the running for Cy Young.
Do a White Sox and
don't
making an ass of yourself.
Well, on that note, then why don't I go ahead and do this? I'm going to pick with my next selection. I'm going with White Sox Twitter and drama.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm blocked by Gabe to this day.
Now,
You're
for those
blocked
of you,
by Gabe.
I have been since the 108 tourney.
I mean, listen, if you want the unblock, let me know.
No.
I have an in.
You know what? I had
I got a guy.
We're
I
buddies.
had the conversation with Aloha Mr. Hannon, and he was like, "Do you really want to be unblocked?" And I was like, "You know what? I don't." But it makes it really inconvenient in the group chats when people are sending links to tweets.
Sure.
I have to ask for the screenshot because I'm a child.
Yes. Some of our group chat members have in various group chats of mine have also we've had to do the screenshots for them as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like we can't go a fucking day without like somebody offending someone in some capacity, and then
I find that very offensive, Brian. I'm going to tweet it.
And then someone beating a dead horse with the same joke 17 times over and over again, and someone making fun of someone else, and then it turning into something. It's like we're all fucking 14 again, but I think we all eat it up. So that's kind of where we're
really
at.
enjoying to
Now,
watch.
For those of you that listen to the show or watch the show or come across the show, all of pretty much every guest I have on my show, we've met through White Sox Twitter. So that's the joke, is that we're, you know, a lot of us are. I've met some pretty wonderful people, these three included, as well as a cast of others. And Marj, nod your head. You are wonderful.
I'm waiting for you to say the insulting part.
But yeah, I mean, there's just that like there's like little groups that creates, and then but they're synonymous. They go together, and they are an epic duo. So
My sister's asking who is Gabe. We don't have time for that.
We can talk about that another
We have to
time.
do a whole separate episode.
We would have to,
no.
Alexis, text her his @ and
yeah, I'll just or maybe
that's all you need is
family
Twitter @ and
FaceTime. Yeah,
got it. You'll figure it out for yourself within 3 tweets. I guarantee it.
I don't even know what it is these days, but
what is happening?
I think it's Gabe Returns or something, because he got the first one. I don't know.
He's gotten banned 9 times, and then
yeah, I'm blocked.
Oh yeah,
separate myself from it.
With White Sox Twitter and drama, and I feel like the worse the White Sox play, the more that the drama kind of ticks up, and I think that is just an interesting scientific experiment.
Right. Well, and then also in the off season, the deeper it gets in the off season, everybody gets itchy to go to the park and hang out with each other. And you get like these situations where you've been arguing with someone or had some type of beef with someone, and you see them at the park, and you know what happens? You guys hug and say hi. Like that's how it works. You know?
And then they start playing bad, and then
Everyone's had 7 drinks and forgot about what they argued about.
Yeah.
On the web for 5 minutes.
Okay. Let's go round 2 with Alexis.
Okay, so I told myself I wasn't going to do any sports ones. However, I do have one because it was literally one of the first ones I thought of. I'm going Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce with this one. I think most of my students think I'm a Chiefs fan. I am a Bears fan. However, it became a whole thing with one of my other coworkers that like she was Patrick Mahomes and I was Travis Kelce because we were always like helping each other with stuff or whatever. But they just play damn good football. Like I love watching the Chiefs play, and it's interesting because oh my God, Steve-O. It's interesting because they are one of those pairs where you know he's throwing to him, and somehow these defenses still have no idea what's going on. They make them look silly. So that's what I'm taking with my next pick.
They know exactly where each of them are going to be at all times, and that's how it all works. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't need to see him going to that pocket. He throws right there, and he's going to get there. So yeah,
and it's a dime. And of course, the man is like, I mean, Travis Kelce's a tree, so he makes plays that you just see, and you're like, where'd the ball even? Who even? They are entertaining. Some of the most entertaining sports players of like recent times, I would say.
Yeah. And Mahomes is like a damn wizard. So yeah,
he's a good quarterback. I mean, yes, he has a voice that most people would rather die than listen to, but he's good at football. So,
the Bears moved down.
Oh,
they traded down a pick. Okay. Let's go, Marge. What do you got with your next one?
I gotta go with something near and dear to my heart, and it doesn't sound like a duo, but
You're gonna draft me?
Oh,
I thought you were off limits. I just have the one thing with a couple options, so I'm a little torn between which one to pick. But I'm gonna go with weed and water.
Oh.
Because I'm always dehydrated or coughing when I'm high, so I like chug water. So like I won't smoke if I don't have a water bottle with me. If I'm out and about and I have no water, I won't do it.
So Tina and Marge understand that I probably should have water with me when I smoke weed as well.
Well, I definitely don't need to have a water with me. That's for sure.
You have to. What if
I'm just like, yeah, I'm down.
You're just coughing for 3 hours, then everyone in public thinks you have COVID. Like, I don't have COVID. I just can't be in public without being high. Okay.
I totally get that.
All right, that works out. Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated. I won't go too far into detail about what I referenced a minute ago, but I hadn't been drinking water, and I smoked a lot of marijuana recently.
Ryan cannot hang with Tina and I.
And I literally passed out in Jackie's kitchen, and yeah, that was a fun time.
Brian.
Yeah.
And
I take edibles. I do it, pretty frequently, but I don't smoke weed. So I went and smoked with them, and bad shit happened. Just bad.
Okay, for the record though, bad shit does not always happen when you smoke with Tina. Okay, like smoking with Tina.
You're trying to like dispute that? Like Tina's not a marijuana pariah, okay?
You need to highlight this Steve comment right now because I don't know how to do it. Hydrate or dihydrate because I gotta take a look at that.
Period.
I'm making stickers out of that.
Yeah, I would literally take that sticker and put it on like my work badge.
I actually love this idea of Jay Cutler, and if you guys have ever seen the pictures of smoking Jay Cutler, that's just absolutely brilliant.
Jay Cutler and being
the kind of like options I was trying to think of is like weird shit.
Yeah,
But
we'd had to make its way in there because I'm
glad that you did it.
Yeah.
I had to add one to my list, but I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get to here, but thank you.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta throw her down early just in case. I was like, I'm going up against Tina, so.
All right. Well, Tina, you have 2 coming up here, so if you wanna.
All right.
Get your first one out of the way.
All right, I think I'm good here. I have to go with. This is an absolute classic. I needed to have a food one in here for sure, but macaroni and cheese, so basic, so perfect.
Yes.
It's just, I mean, there's not really much more to say about it. It's literally
there's so many ways you can make it, but also they always work together.
Almost all of them are extremely good.
Yeah. Do you have any specific type that you prefer, or?
Every year I feel like my brother will make a really good one on Thanksgiving, but it's nowhere near to some of his other ones that I've seen. Like my dad like is a chef and had a restaurant, so we like kind of know how to cook and everything. And so my brother always makes like this amazing like cheese sauce with like a bunch of different cheeses. Like you got to have some mix in there. But I've had some recently with like a bechamel. Oh my God. It's just like kind of like game changer, even though that's not like quite like a cheese, but you get it. I don't know. When it's
Like
creamy
it
and it's
doesn't.
good.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. This when it's creamy and it's good. Just
Creamy and
fucking-
good.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Brian?
No, I was just going back to bechamel or whatever you want to do. It always just is going to work together. Like
It does. It always works.
Yeah, perfect.
And it always just like it's like warm and it always hits the spot. It's comforting and can't go wrong.
Yep. Any meal of the day you can have mac and cheese.
I
and cheese
fully
is
agree with that.
Well,
I like a baked mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But you have to make
that
you
too.
have
a
to
little
make
bit of a
sure-
crust on there.
Yeah, like a crust or like a breadcrumb. But you
Yeah.
also have to make sure it's super important
With
if
the
you're actually
spirally,
making it.
spirally noodles. Oh,
Dry.
Yeah, you gotta. So what we do when you gotta layer some cheese like sauce in there when you
Yes.
put the pasta in, and then like make sure it's mixed really well, and then add a little bit more, and
Mhm.
then get your breadcrumbs and you gotta have some shredded cheese on there too.
Right, or else you get like crunchy ass noodles.
Yeah.
And that's not mac and cheese.
So good. Royal it a little at the end.
Mhm.
Bam. I do have one bone to pick here. My wife is not correct here. She puts
wow,
su-
Brandy, what the fuck?
she puts sugar on her mac and cheese, and
Interesting.
Girl.
it's like a family thing. So it's not like I'm not judging it, but I am judging because
I
I don't
wouldn't
like
not
it.
try that. That's for sure.
I was gonna say I've never tried that, so I can't knock it, but it sounds interesting.
Exactly. I would give it a shot. I don't know how excited I would be about giving
It's
it
not
a
on
shot.
any type of fancy mac and cheese. It's just on like if you make like a box of Kraft mac and cheese. You
Oh,
put
that's
sugar.
what's gonna be my next question. Like, is
Yeah.
that on like
Yeah,
craft or what's the situation?
it just doesn't work out.
So
she
don't
like
do it
she
on
likes
Kraft.
it. I don't. Right.
Excellent.
Rule of thumb.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess I could just go into my third round pick. Your dad always did it. I know that. Honestly, I'm gonna try it at some point, and then I will be reporting back to you guys. Sugar on mac and cheese.
It's really weird. It really is.
Weird.
Really weird.
I could see it being good weird,
Yeah.
but also weird. I don't know. Guess we'll find out, right?
Give it a try.
Okay, so I didn't originally want to have anything related to the White Sox, but they're just simply so bad that they're easy to make fun of. So I'm gonna go with Rick Hahn and Mediocrity.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Claps for that one.
Absolute
I mean,
trash.
What has he been here? 13 years or whatever.
16.
Yeah,
I
worse.
think it's 16 now. Yeah.
Literally worse. Yeah. So, and what have we gotten? One Leori Garcia home run, and then another Leori Garcia contract extension, and a DFA.
Hey, if he was still here, we'd be winning games. Okay.
No,
That's-
you wouldn't have. Marge.
Larry,
We have Leori at home in Romy Gonzalez.
Yep. That's all we need. Every position.
Oh my God. It's
Like
just
oh no, Marge, no.
It's gotten to a point where it's just such a national embarrassment. Like the White Sox have trended pretty much for the last 2 days on Twitter, and like the baseball world is just laughing because it's like, how the fuck can you be so bad? And they simply are just so bad. And then teams like the Rays make them look like it's 13-2, and it's what is happening here. I don't know. I kind of hope that like they end up 5th in the AL Central at this point.
It's really funny. Like a week ago, I made a comment to I can't remember who. It's probably the Penguin Group. That they're like when they go to Cincinnati, they'll probably be like 10-23 or whatever will be the record. And they were like, no way, no, that's a little crazy. And yeah,
Here we
it's
are.
probably gonna be about that. If maybe that,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's depression.
It is depression. So sorry, someone's gonna have to bring us back up here. Maybe.
And we're all going to the game on Saturday. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving money to Jerry Reinsdorf. Hell yeah.
The
God.
thing is like I've already given money to him
Right,
for
Yeah, so you just have to
82
use the money.
fucking games. So I am going to at least go and have fun.
Well, I picked the perfect
well-
year to buy 2 seats, a parking pass,
Yep.
and Stadium Club. So
I think you picked the perfect year too, Brian, because I'm usually the person accepting of your extra ticket.
yes, it's about right. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, Marge. What are we going here?
I should have looked at this list like ahead of time and like prepared myself, you know? Um, I'm not going to do any sports ones and I'm going to dedicate myself to that. So I am going to do a second TV one. I'm going to do Daria and Jane.
Okay.
That is just one of my favorite shows growing up. Like I always make the joke that I'm Jane and my sister is Daria because she's just doesn't give a shit about anything and is just stoned all the time. And I'm emo. So
Perfect
it's a good
combination.
old cartoon, and I appreciate Daria's sense of hating her life because me too. Feel you, girl.
This is getting dark.
We took a turn.
We went from Rick. So White Sox Twitter, Rick on a mediocrity, and Daria and Jane.
Alexis, you got to bring it back up now.
I'm gonna go play some REM in the background while we keep going here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I love Daria. That was one of those MTV shows that everybody went over back then. I'm surprised you're that well versed in it because that show is probably about as old as you are.
It is, but my sister is 8.5 years older than me.
Well, there you go. That makes sense.
There's so many things that I have picked up from her, so that's why I get so like people always think I'm older, but I lived with my sister for 9 years, me and her. I'm at her house right now doing the podcast because I don't have a working laptop. So, I love that show. It would always be on in the living room. Daria.
Is that the name of the show?
Yeah, Daria.
Sorry, I did have one.
It was made by Mike Judge, who's a Beavis and Butthead guy.
Oh, sure.
But it was more geared towards instead of dumbasses, she was actually like this cynical smartass.
Yep. And I can find that very relatable.
And she was a lot smarter than everybody, so she kind of it's a good show. Like it's really well written actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like the subject matter for that time is actually like darker depression based high school kids. Like nobody really kind of went over that back then. So
wow, that's my kind of shit. Depressed high schoolers.
And I mean, really, it was geared towards like stoners just watching something after school. But really, this is deep, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a cartoon, but like as you watch, if you watch it when you're older, you're like, oh
shit, she's in trouble.
Yeah,
she needs some help.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I'll have to like look up clips or look up an episode. That's really sorry that I was like
you're good.
Unaware of what it was.
I've only seen that a couple times, but I definitely know what that is. I also can relate. So great pick.
Yeah, thank you.
Very, very good one. All right, Alexis, what do we got?
Oh boy,
you got to bring up the mood.
No, well, okay, I'll do it. I was, you know what, whatever. This is supposed to be fun. I'm going with like a 108 theme for this one. All right. So mine is the duo of Wally Money and his Bacardi water bottle.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Yes.
Fucking
there were many reasons for this. So he was my seat neighbor last year. He's still my dad's seat neighbor. So, I always had a very clear view, like right there. There it is. But I was talking with you guys before we started this. I was saying that it's really hilarious that there are people who come and like casually visit in like the heat of July and are like, oh my God, is that water? No, it's not.
No,
for people that don't know, Wally's a buddy of ours that goes to the games, and he in lieu of having to spend $800 on beer, right? Off the record. I already said his name, but you're allowed to bring a water bottle into the game, but the water bottle doesn't have water in it, but rather something else. So
it is full every game, and it's empty at the end of every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's always warm when you drink it, and
it's passed around like very un-COVID friendly.
Very un-COVID friendly.
Nothing about that water bottle is friendly.
No.
Except for the fact that it's shared, I guess.
Yeah. It's made some experiences.
I wish he was watching because I want to know if he uses the same water bottle every time. Does he pick a new, does he drink a bottle of water one a week? And
It
then he
would
uses
have rode, wouldn't it? At some
the
point?
Bacardi.
That's a good question.
I think he reuses the same bottle every single week for the whole season.
Wow.
Can you imagine how many lips touch that bottle cap, like the top?
No.
I don't want to think about that.
I'm
No.
never drinking out of Wally.
Mm-mm.
There's
Never
no
again.
way
I'm
he
gonna
does
I'm gonna
that.
drink out of it this weekend just because
Great.
we're talking about that now.
I really
I'm
think
gonna
that
drink
we
out of
need
it this
to
weekend.
find out about that situation. Like, does he make
Yeah.
his own? Or
There's
like,
no
does
way
he-
he does. I'm telling myself that he doesn't.
Speaking of which, Wally is on the next episode of It's Getting Drafty.
Oh my gosh! Look at me. I'm like a walking ad for
Well,
you.
actually, just a Wally promo.
He is actually in 2 weeks. I'm gonna have Roxy and Wally and My Sock Summer on. So
Wow, that
Oh,
is
what a great trio!
That's
Those are like three of my
nice.
favorite people.
yeah, we're gonna do a music episode. More info on that
Aw.
at
phenomenal.
some point. But
That's
Um,
Wally goes to hella concerts.
yeah, Wally's a
He's
concert crazy.
He's like a
person.
really cool. Like he does a lot of things. I'm very, like we
Secret
joke about
kinda
him,
cool.
but I
Like
mean,
Wally.
He does
My,
oh,
my wife is never kissing me again, apparently, because I'm gonna drink out of Wally's bottle.
I wouldn't kiss you either after that.
yeah,
It's okay. I've had a
you
good
might
one.
just need to sanitize.
All right, so I have my next two.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
Yumper
go-
put his comment
I'm gonna-
up.
Thanks, Yump. Please let him know it was me that picked that, so I can be redeemed as his favorite.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna go with my first food one. I'm going with a combination that I didn't know existed until I visited my sister at the University of Missouri, which Tino went to.
Miss.
Hey,
We ordered pizza from Gumby's Pizza,
Yep.
and they gave us cups, and this is 25 years ago. They gave us
so
cups
good.
of ranch dressing with it. Now we're like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is ranch dressing go with pizza? And I'm going to be a little more specific here. It's shitty, like garbage ass bullshit frozen pizza
Yeah.
with ranch dressing.
Yeah.
You put a Totino's in, or you put like a Jack's or whatever, like
Mhm.
the cheapest frozen pizza you can, and you dip it in ranch dressing, and everything's okay. So
Yep.
we're going
It's true.
shitty.
You only order Gumby's when you're
Make sure
like
you write
away with
shitty.
it, so that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Gumby's got me through a lot of times in college. Can confirm. A lot of really drunk times because
So
there's
there
no
was
other
a.
time to eat that.
I had been meaning to ask you: have you ever been to Ron's Country Boy in Missouri, or is
I
it
don't
not? Maybe it
so.
wasn't there anymore. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
put
know.
pizza on ranch.
That sounds really enticing.
There was this restaurant that we'd always go to. It was a freaking grease pit. Like you're gonna have a heart attack eating there. Like it was so gross.
Oh, nice.
And like it was never clean. It was like this dirty ass place, but like the food was phenomenal, but it was like
Yep.
super greasy and nasty. But I probably got condemned by the time you went there. So
Well, the Waffle House is still up, so
Oh my god.
it's all that matters. But yeah, that was one of the ones I had to run with.
Sure.
That was like one of my last ones that I thought of. I had another pizza one I'll mention if nobody grabs it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so ranch and pizza. And then I'm gonna go my last one.
tough pick on the last one.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I have so many I want to do.
I'm gonna just go with the simplest one I can, and I think Aloha Mr. Hand will kick my ass if nobody drafts this one. He gets really upset when people don't draft certain things.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go with Batman and Robin here.
Oh my God, that's so good. I
I mean-
wrote that one down too.
Good
I
one.
mean, I initially named this episode Dynamic Duos, and obviously Dynamic Duo is named after
Mhm.
Batman and Robin. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, just those are nothing's more synonymous together in terms of
Agree.
characters or people than Batman and Robin. So,
Yeah.
unless we're talking about the the like the George Clooney or the Val Kilmer Batman, and what was the name of the Brandy? What was the name of the kid that played Robin in those really shitty Joel Schumacher Batman movies?
I've only seen one Batman movie ever.
Ever?
Any of
And it
them?
was the recent one. The Robert Pattinson one, which to be honest, I only saw because I was there with my ex-boyfriend and he wanted to see it, and also because Robert Pattinson was the person playing him. So
I thought it was really good. It was very
long.
It
was good. It was too long.
Very long. Yes. Don't tell Svo I said that.
Svo, I'm so sorry. I know you're like a cinematic.
He doesn't watch my show. It's
no,
I'm kidding. He watches every episode.
Okay, so like I admire him for his movie stuff because I am so I'm one of those people who, if you ask them, oh, everybody's seen this movie, I probably have not.
I'm with you. That happens to me all the time.
And I also, if it's over, my favorite movies to see in theaters are kids movies because they're usually they're not over 2 hours. They're like an hour and a half. Super Mario Brothers movie, just saw that with my siblings.
I saw that last night. Excellent.
It was cute.
It was cute.
That was the other one I was deliberating drafting. So.
Oh, see, look at that, Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Sorry if
that's what I was deliberating between. So I just.
Oh damn! I'm so okay. I'm gonna stop saying things because I'm gonna.
No, it's good.
The draft has been tainted. We have to stop the show. It's been tainted.
Have to stop the vote.
We're gonna start over. I mean, I already fucked up by picking the wrong opening music. So.
Oh well. Oh no! It's my turn again.
Yes, it is.
Oh no! I have so many that I want to pick.
Thank you, Brandy. Chris O'Donnell. That was the guy that played Robin in that really, really shitty Batman movies.
All right. I was going to do another food one, but I think I might go movie. I'm going to go movie. So I'm going Shrek and Donkey.
God damn it.
You
guys all just took all mine.
I showed my students Shrek earlier this year. And some of them, I swear, I was like indoctrinating these children to the beauty that is Shrek. This movie, I was sitting in the back. I was laughing louder than anyone else. Shrek is never not funny. It is hilarious. I laugh.
No, it's universal too because kids love it as much as adults do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like, and maybe not as much as Cat in the Hat, but the Cat in the Hat with Michael Myers. That movie is also fucking hilarious. And
I didn't like that one. I don't know why.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. It had so many adult references, which I thought was fun, which I thought were funny as an adult. But Shrek and Donkey, just OG, very much like one of them hates the other, but then they love each other. I don't know. It's just so good vibes. I love them.
Yeah, they go, and Eddie Murphy plays the donkey role so well.
Yes.
It kind of plays off of Shrek's
being
a grumpy prick,
so well together.
Did you know that Mike Myers isn't the original person they cast for Shrek?
No, who was it?
Chris Farley.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they passed away.
That, and it was so weird listening to him read the lines versus.
Yeah, they do have audio. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Mike Myers one better.
I totally agree with you. Yeah. They could have done better.
But it was the movies themselves. I've seen the 3 and 4. I've seen 3 and 4, but those aren't memorable. The first two are. But I will also mention that I saw again a kids movie recently. Puss in Boots, the new one. I don't know what it was called. I don't remember what it was called. Forever After, Forever Fairy Tale. I don't know. But there was definitely mention and like allusion to there being another Shrek movie being made. So if that happens, I will be the first one in line on premiere night. Okay.
I think Mike Myers has kind of stepped back, and I don't think he wants to do anything anymore.
Just saying,
dude. Same.
I forgot to use my fancy audio clips, so I'm gonna use this one now. Shrek and Donkey go well together.
Oh, yes, they make terrific pair. They went together like lamb and tuna fish. Oh yes.
Oh, I didn't mean to play that twice. Okay, I make these audio clips and then I never freaking use them, so I had to use that one.
I loved it.
Okay, Marjorie, what do we got?
I think I have to pick a food one because I guess weed and water could be counted as a food one, but I mean, oh god, guys, it's getting worse. It's 14-3 now. Okay, I am going with bonfire and s'mores.
Nice. I love that.
That so like if you guys have like if you know me in person, you've seen like I have a huge fire tattoo on my leg, like of a fire pit. It's of my dad's fire pit growing up. Like that is my weekends growing up, is burning a fire in the backyard and like maybe having like a friend over, but like hanging out with like my dad and my brother and my sister. Yeah, just and I fucking love s'mores. So it's an elite moment. Throw some bug spray in there, I'm fucking good.
On top.
Top of the s'more, then the bugs can't get inside.
I love the next day after when everything like all of your clothes and everything just smells
See?
like horrible smoke. But I love it. I love that smell.
I love that smell.
Yeah,
Everyone's always like, I smell like bonfire. I'm like, that's one of my favorite smell. Like the day after, I hate showering and not smelling like it anymore.
That's like one of those things Brandy and I have been like working to get together to make our backyard a little more habitable so we can start doing, we bought a fire pit and we've never used it. We've had it for a couple of years. So definitely gonna start working on that this year because I miss doing shit like that.
Yeah, what the hell? Nobody's ever had a White Sox Twitter bonfire, at least not one that I was invited to.
We should do that.
What the hell?
I know, that needs to be arranged. Who has a backyard?
Invite people to your house.
I don't have a backyard.
Yeah, I don't have a house, so I can't host.
No, I don't either. I live in a bedroom.
See, but I live in the middle of nowhere too. Like I think
near me, it's fine. I think
the two people at White Sox Twitter probably live closest to me are talking to me right now, Marj, and I think actually Alexis doesn't live that far from me.
Would I be considered? Where are you at?
I'm in St. Charles.
Oh, sure. Well,
it's like 40 minutes, right?
For me, probably 50.
Like an hour.
Yeah, it's probably more like an hour.
Yeah, but Alexis, you live like an hour and a half from everybody else, so it makes sense.
I do. I live the furthest north.
You do live pretty far.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Like people look at me and go like, "You drive all the way to the games?" So I'm like, "Talk to the Atwaters, dude." Like, that's gangster right there.
Is getting his miles on, okay?
I'm so glad I drive a hybrid.
Okay, well,
you should just be so glad that you don't drive to most games.
Yeah, that's true. I don't drive to games anymore. Marj just drives me and I give her tickets.
Sometimes I suffer not suffering.
At this point, Brian's getting a better deal than I am.
Probably. That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
My sister's saying 45 minutes to St. Charles. She would know, she goes there, so I'm going to believe her.
Okay, how is she a speeder though, or is she a follower?
She
follows as much as I am. Taylor, do you speed? Probably.
Does Taylor use speed?
I love Taylor speed.
Yeah.
Does Taylor use speed?
Mark, I feel like you and Taylor would get along really well. Your personalities are very similar in a good way.
Well, it looks like Caitlin is in the comments saying that they have a fire pit and a blow up hot tub, and that we should all come.
And that's close to me. Caitlin, I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm
basically
I'm
in
the laptop.
Yeah, Caitlin and Sam are only like an hour and a half from me, so
they are only
for friendship,
I can't remember if they're Mundelein or
like,
Libertyville, but
yeah, they're Mundelein. So what? That's like 45 minutes.
Maybe.
Oh man, we all got to get like teleportation devices or something.
Sam went to high school where I live now, and like kind of grew up ish.
Okay.
So, fun fact.
All right, let's go. Last pick.
Last pick.
Wait, let's make some predictions here.
We go together like Chinese food and chocolate pudding. Let's face it.
Yeah, but Cal, those are two things that don't really go together, though.
And we go together like cocaine and waffles.
No, like for instance, if I say peanut butter and
ladies.
Peanut butter and ladies.
All right. Well, I'm a little upset because I was gonna pick Mario and Luigi, but it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It still hasn't been drafted.
Yeah, you can still take
it. I know we like kind of talked about it already.
I'm so
we spent an entire draft talking about Mario and Luigi already. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm never being invited back.
Not this one. I'm talking about one of my old drafts with the Nintendo one.
Yeah, exactly. Which iconic. So I'm still gonna stick with movies and kind of the same realm, and I'm going with Buzz and Woody.
Mm-hmm.
I think Toy Story is probably like one of my favorite of the Pixar movies, and it's just They're all so good. I love all of them too. And like three made me cry so much, I swear.
I feel like you two picked the two movies that kind of revolutionized animation for children.
Yeah, absolutely. That and like Finding Nemo, which Nemo.
Well, that was I have Marlon and Dory on here. Yeah.
Oh, I said Nemo and Dory. Marlon.
Nemo and Dory. That's whatever. Same thing.
Same diff.
Yeah.
I need to do a Disney movie draft at some point.
Oh my god, if you do that and do not invite me, I will personally be offended. I don't know if I'm allowed to be on 2 episodes, but I want to be invited.
No, but he doesn't care if you're offended because he did a Sopranos draft and didn't even fucking invite me.
Your handle is Soprano.
Yeah.
You are a Soprano.
Yeah.
Carmela.
Yeah, with 2 L's, according to Gabe.
But Marge, I bought you a birthday present.
It's fine. I just like rubbing it in your face because I feel like I should have been the obvious choice.
I planned that draft before I even had the show. I'm not kidding. Me and King Nam were at a bar and planned that episode before I even started recording this show.
Italian beef and jardiniere bologna in the comments. That's elite.
I just met him for the first time last weekend. Such a cool dude.
Bologna is the best.
Bologna is the best.
Or not last weekend, 2 weekends ago, whatever.
You didn't win, but that's pretty strong.
Corey and Topanga, good choice.
Yeah, that's a respectable choice. I wouldn't have thought of it, but definitely a good one.
Taylor, that was one of the funnest nights of my life. That episode.
Who was on that episode, Brian?
Jackie, Yumper, and then Bologna and HBIC. So
Roxy, I'm the person reading it, so it's me and you.
Oh, I wanted it to be me. That's no fair.
Too late.
Roxy.
So we always do kind of a dump at the end here. In terms of on your list, do you have anything else that kind of sticks out?
Yes.
I wrote down a bunch of random ones, that's for sure.
I will mention before we start that I'm absolutely just shocked that nobody took peanut butter and jelly.
I don't like peanut butter.
It was like too easy, you know?
Yeah, too obvious. Yeah.
It was like there's some really good ones.
I was gonna be like, oh my god. So remember how I'm, the resident teacher on White Sox Twitter? I was gonna take pencil and eraser.
I had pen and paper on mine. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I was also gonna take Shaggy and Scooby.
I wrote that.
That was a good one.
That is a good one. I was actually deciding between Buzz and Woody and Scooby and Shaggy.
My other Sesame Street one was Big Bird and Snuffleupagus.
Excellent. Big Bird. Love.
What else did I have?
Let's see.
Wayne and Garth.
Oh, sure. I hate that movie, but yeah.
I wrote.
Did you hate Wayne's World? Come on.
Good. That's a different story. My humor is not matched with it, I don't think.
Fair enough.
I think I'm caught up again.
Mom says next episode should be villains. Oh, that would actually be a really good one.
Villain duos?
Yeah, or like just villains in general, like best villains.
We did a comedy movie villain one.
Oh, that's a good one.
A couple months ago. That was a good one. That was the Nintendo group, actually, the same group.
Huh. Oh, wait. Pretzel nuggets and beer cheese.
That's a great one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love a pretzel.
I just kept trying to think of any kind of appetizer. And I
have chips and guac on here too.
Yep. Yeah. Another one.
Movie or popcorn and butter or movies and popcorn.
I had cookies and milk.
Yep.
Ooh, Oreos and milk.
Root beer and ice cream.
Bacon and eggs.
Oh,
good.
That's a good one. Salt and pepper.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
That's excellent.
There you go.
Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Burgers and fries.
Oh,
obviously. Those are easy ones.
I didn't want to get too political on this, but I had some.
Is Malibu and cranberry.
Oh shit.
Go-to hard liquor drink.
How about shout out to our buddy Jackie, and we'll do banana.
Yeah,
banana rum and Dr. Pepper.
That
shit. I love that.
Let's see. I have only
Tom and Jerry. I had
Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
Well,
that's a good one. Also, like a kind of a too easy.
Yeah. I had Leslie and Ann from Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah. This is like a really out of pocket one, and I didn't want to like go all political on your podcast, but I did put Trump supporters and driving like assholes.
Yeah. Oopsies. Are you talking about the ones that have, like, the flags on the back of the car?
You can get as political as you want on here, please.
Anyone with a sticker of that, anything that resembles that? No.
God damn it! I didn't know I could get political on here. I would have been way fucking.
That would have been all of mine.
Baloney,
I didn't pick Jordan and Pippen only because I think that was picked for the like goats.
Yeah.
Not together though, but still, I was like, yeah. I mean, that's also. I feel like a fraud picking anything with Michael Jordan because that all happened before I was born.
God,
the baby.
I'm sorry.
Make me feel old.
It's fine. My students make me feel old. They said, "Oh, what are we listening to? This sounds really old." And then I'm like, "This isn't old. This is the Jonas Brothers." And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What?" I was like,
"You'll get there."
Brothers were old. Yeah, I thought they were still like 16.
I mean, they're older than I am.
I always, whenever I'm at a store and I see like a 16-year-old kid with a Nirvana shirt on, I always just look at them and go, "What's your favorite song?" And they're like, "I don't know."
Their favorite albums.
I don't know. They just have a T-shirt from Target.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is.
It's coming for me right now. That's rude as hell.
One thing I had RC Cola and pizza.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a specific and a classic.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it has to be tavern pizza and RC Cola. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Tavern style. Give me a Italian beef, hot jardiniere, tavern pizza, and some RC, and call it a day. Actually, that should be a duo. Add that in there. My last one was actually I had two tits and chaos. Shout out to
Bam, nice one.
Celeste, and then Chicago
people.
Chicago sports teams and disappointment on the night of the draft. So we'll see if we're
Dick and balls. That's a good one, Sam.
Good.
Our buddy Sam said Dick and balls.
Sam and Andrew Vaughn.
Oh. Me and Lucas Giolito. For all purposes.
Marj and Larry Garcia.
Manifest it.
Manifesting.
The White Sox and losing because it's happening.
What date is Lucas Giolito going to get traded on this year?
Fuck you, but probably when his contract's up at the end of the year and nobody wants him. Just kidding. I love him, but you know.
Fuck you.
That was really aggressive. I'm so sorry.
No. That wasn't aggressive. No.
That's not the vibe here.
No. Not aggressive.
Well, pretty aggressive.
Caitlin threw chocolate and peanut butter in the chat. I have so many chocolate combos. Chocolate and caramel, chocolate and strawberries, just endless. But I was like, I feel like that's so generic.
They go together like lamb and tuna fish.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so many good options.
Very.
Yeah. I think I've gone through my entire list, but I put this and that on my list.
Oh,
I love that. That would be like if you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel on your list. I like that.
Should I have drafted me and perms?
Yes.
It's gone. It's fucking gone though. Come on, guys. It's done.
But it needs to stay.
So
I was gonna do hot dogs and ketchup to make everybody mad.
Hey,
I put ketchup. Yeah, I do that.
Why?
I do not have any shame. I don't give a fuck.
There's nothing.
I don't either, and I think it's just like weird to. I don't know. I think it's a weird thing to go after people for. I'm like, it's just their opinion. Roxy wants a hot dog. See, that's what she's saying.
Give you a hot dog on Saturday at the tailgate.
I am legit starving right now. I ate it like 2:00 today, and now I'm just.
I had a cheese stick before we got started. Don't worry, I'm good.
She good.
Maybe I'll order my wife. My wife and I'll order appetizers, which is like our thing to do in the middle of the night.
That's my favorite dinner is just appetizers.
Just get like 4 orders of pretzel rods and cheese.
No, you got to get all the appetizers. You got to get a little bit of everything.
The sampler.
The sampler.
You just got to order like 1 order of macaroni and cheese bites, onion rings, tater tots. Like you got to do an order of everything. It's
I gotta take you next time you're over here, Marge. I gotta take you over to Evergreen Place right over here. They have like the best appetizers ever.
yeah, I am a big appetizer girl. One of my favorite dinners is appetizers. Oh my god,
I
Caitlin.
was okay. I'm so glad that you put this up because I was literally
Love
going
the
to say
cheese.
cheese fries.
Cheese
My
fries is
siblings all eat that. Like
I
hot
will
dog
straight
with
up
cheese
dip my
on.
hot dog into cheese for the rest of my life. Because
If I picked something for hot dog, I would have done chili because chili on a hot dog is the
is it
best.
because you're gonna get the Skyline chili when we go to Cincy?
If I
Oh.
do, it'll be on a hot dog and no other way because
Marge
it's
is
kind
gonna
of.
talk so much shit the whole time you're eating it.
I am.
But I
Okay.
support you, Brian.
Caitlin, that restaurant is bonkers. That
Crab
place is
Ragoon burger.
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, isn't that in St. Charles?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
a restaurant called Bash, and it's called Burger and it's
Ooh.
Burger and Sushi House, and I went there with Roxy and Brandy and Al, and yeah, Al had a burger that was made of crab rangoon. It looked crazy,
What? That's
absolutely crazy. But all right, well, we got over an hour out of this one. How about
Look at
that?
us go.
I
That's
recorded
what
last
talk
week
about.
I did breakfast cereals with Roxy and Alex, and I like fought through the cold. And if you listen, I hadn't listened to the audio. Thank you, Brandy. It's in Geneva, not St. Charles.
Geneva,
Excuse me.
gotcha.
I went back to upload the audio the other day, and like I sounded freaking terrible. Sounded like I was gonna die, but we got through that. So real quick before we do our goodbyes here, I want to play a quick advertisement, and I promise I'll pick the right clip. So I'm gonna play this real quick. right. I just want to play the porno music. That's the biggest part of it. So
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, yeah. So if you want to head over to our Sadistic Penguin Studios website, sadisticpenguinstudios.com. We do have a link on there if you'd like to buy any of our merchandise. Now we are going to take a break for the show for the next couple of weeks. We're going to Cincinnati next week. And then the following week we'll be on, like I mentioned earlier in the show, I'm going to have Wally on with Roxy and our buddy from the 108 My Sock Summer. We're going to be doing a draft where we are going to pick our own music festivals. So we're going to pick bands that will. That was a beautiful idea by our buddy Roxy, where we're going to pick bands to compile our own personal music festival. So that's going to be a fun one.
How fun!
That's awesome.
I think we're going to be doing that on May 9th. So that'll be the next one. Outside of that, we're just going to enjoy the summer here, and more stuff going to be coming through the way. Anything exciting going on with Southside Sox or All Sports Scene coming up, Tina?
Same stuff right now. I don't think we have a live podcast coming up for All Sports Scene, but we do have our check out Crystal O'Keefe's Visiting Dugout series. Those are really cool.
Yes,
she likes to talk
very
with
good.
people from like the different teams that we're playing and from previewing the series. So definitely check those out. But yeah, just stay tuned for anything coming from Ass. We always have something cooking.
I'm going to step in front of you real quick at the Ass stuff. Sam, you guys need to do more content where you guys are all on at once, because that shit's freaking hilarious. So just telling you that, buddy. Marge, we got a tailgate coming Saturday.
Yes, we do.
All right,
That does not look like it's getting rained out at 3:00 on the dot. We will be there beforehand.
Lot B.
yeah.
I'm gonna be spray painting my beard pink and blue. So get on out there.
Yeah, we'll be posting about it. So otherwise, if I don't see you there, I'll probably see you guys in Cincy.
Yeah, and then Alexis, see you at the park throughout the whole summer, huh?
Goddamn right.
Maybe we'll be sad together.
Yeah, we'll be sad together. We'll eat some churros. Dog Day's coming up, and Millie will be making an appearance. So
Sweet.
Sure, her jersey is on order, from what I'm told. So it's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna go to that game just to go to the game. I can't. Huckleberry cannot handle. Huckleberry cannot handle the dog. No.
You know what? I don't know if Millie can, but it's gonna be a good time.
Dogs. Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But all right, well, we'll wrap this up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. All three of you, wonderful women. Great show. I appreciate each and every one of you, and look forward to having you guys on again.
Ditto.
Thanks for inviting.
Right on. Hopefully, I'll see all you guys. Well, I will see all you guys on Saturday. Maybe we'll get a picture together and put that up on the site. But all right, thank you. This is episode 16 of It's Getting Drafty in here, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. I always click the wrong button.